Ladies and gentlemen, national champion quarterback for Oklahoma, now the head coach of the Tennessee Volunteers college football playoff last year, head coach Josh Heupel.
Hey, Coach.
How we doing? Coach, thank you for doing this.
Great to be here and have you back in town. It's been a few years since you took a little flip into the river.
Yeah,
man.
that's what you said. As soon as I got you got in that river. A lot of people have asked that. I did not remember that, to be clear. I remembered having a good time here. I remember the place being crazy. And then I saw the video this morning, me doing that. They said, don't open your mouth. Mouth open. I'm a mouth breather.
I'm not sure you want that water in there.
Yeah, okay, Coach. That's what a lot of people told me. Hey, congratulations, okay? We all saw the Nico Iamaleava thing happen in a weird time. Then you bring in this Aguilar guy, and it feels like a perfect match. Do you agree with that with your offense?
Such a condensed window to learn the offense and as a quarterback get to know your guys. He's a great teammate. He cares about the guys around him. Got a great work ethic, and the first couple of weeks he's played really well. And tomorrow will be our biggest test, obviously, but couldn't be more proud of who he is and what he's done.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you talk about the short window. Congrats on being a great coach and making it happen, because it looks like it's gone off without a hitch. Now let's talk about this Georgia defense. They're real, right? I mean, Kirby's always going to have a defense that's outstanding. And that's been the week, basically, is the message.
It's going to be physical. That's at the line of scrimmage. It's out on the perimeter. You got to win with physicality. You got to play smart, but you got to be really aggressive too. And you got to play a complete game. Offense, defense, special teams, line of scrimmage is going to matter. You got to win on third downs offensively and defensively.
How do you feel about this place being electric?
No questions about that. I know our fan base is ready for this one. Boats have been tied up early in the week here, and you can tell it's a big game.
Okay, so it's whiskey, right? We're a whiskey state here in Tennessee. Jack Daniel's obviously down the road. Is that what we should be expecking out of the folks tomorrow? Whiskey?
There's going to be, you'll have whatever you want. If you're out there tailgating, you can get it on the river right now on one of the boats, but certainly whiskey.
AJ has a question for you back in Indianapolis.
Yeah, Coach, we just had Coach Nick Saban on. He was talking about your offense and the different RPOs and things that are built into every single play. I guess when you're recruiting players, how do you know if they can handle all the volume and the decisions and the freedom that you might have at the line of scrimmage? Like, I guess, how do you know if they're a Tennessee guy that can handle your offense?
Yeah, I don't think you ever know until they get into it, and our staff does a great job of teaching and progression these guys. And there's a lot on our quarterbacks in a short amount of time when we're playing within the scope of our tempo, run checks, run pass checks, the RPO game you talked about, understanding the nuances of our run game, when you have the ability and the freedom to go make that throw, and when you got to read pressure and when you got to hand it off. So a lot of subtle details that go into the execution of us playing at a high level, certainly at the quarterback position, but all 11 offensively.
How much do you carry from last year's college football playoff ending? We were there. It was so cold. It was so cold. I think Nico cracked 3 helmets. Obviously, that Ohio State team would go on a magical run against everybody. I mean, the next week against Oregon, they got the freight train as well. What did you learn about your team? What did you learn about your program? And what did you carry through the offseason?
Well, I think everybody came back to Knoxville with a really bad taste in their mouth, and ultimately, collectively as a group, how you got to improve. And that was a bad night for the Volunteers. Played a really good football team. There's some things offensively, defensively that you continue to add to your arsenal to continue to grow as a program, and that's what we've done.
Have you ever explained why it's Heupel? HPU.
Yeah, you got to believe the hype. That's why. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I like that. It doesn't make sense with the letters and how it's spelled. So I respect that it's just the hype.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
I love everything about it. I thought I was going to get some country of origin answer or something like that.
Nope.
Instead, you got to believe the hype, baby, even if it's spelled with an EU. Go ahead, Tone.
Just the hype. Coach, your first couple years in Knoxville, you had Hendon Hooker, and he was just slinging it all around the yard. But it feels like the last couple, it's been more run game. It's been more defense, one of the best defenses in the country. Dylan Sampson, I think, had like 1,500 yards and 22 touchdowns last year. Is it hard for, an ex-national champion quarterback, offensive coach to rely on defense and run game, or have you kind of accepted that, hey, this is my team this year?
I think each year your identity forms as a football team, and it's my job to put our staff and our players in the best position to go win. You mentioned Hendon being here and us throwing it all over the yard. We still rush for over 2,500 yards.
Never gets talked about.
Yeah, it doesn't. For 4 straight years have done that here at Tennessee. First time that's ever been done in the history of the program. So the run game is an identity, a core identity to who we are. Everything else comes off of it. Last year we weren't as successful throwing the football vertically down the field as we typically are. We've had a good start to that this year. Within the scope of this league, who you are, what you're seeing, you got to be able to play and win different ways, and that's how we've continued to grow and evolve as a program.
Okay, when you talk about this league, obviously SEC is a powerhouse, a juggernaut, always going to be. Have you noticed any differences with the league with the new era, transfer portal, NIL? Obviously, you guys were a big part of the storyline in that whole thing.
I think the collective conference, what league we're playing in, the financial resources that it has, is continued to elevate everybody inside of our league, and certainly those even that have maybe been historically at the bottom of the league. They've continued to get better, and I think it gives everybody inside the scope of college football the ability to patch something on their roster when it's not right. And so I think that's been a difference inside.
You like it sounds like.
Well, I think
have to,
at the end of the day, with all the changes in college football, if you don't embrace them as a leader of the program, you're hurting your program. There's positive, there's negatives. At the end of the day, you got to deal with it and find the right way to navigate it and make it a benefit for your program.
Hell yeah, I think you got a lot of big-time support. Yes, he will. And also, he has like another business that's probably valued up over $1 billion. So maybe we can get a new locker room in here. We can get a new this. We can get a new that. Connor has a question for you back in Indianapolis.
Hey, Coach, your running back. Nope. Excuse me. Coach, your running back from last year had a fantastic debut for the Browns, Dylan Sampson. It feels like that style of running back is the future of NFL. You know, you have a player that can run between the tackles and a guy that can catch, 10 balls out of the backfield. Is that something that you look for when you're thinking of recruiting running backs? And do you kind of want to take over, the NFL RBU, if you will, at Tennessee? Just because, players like that are hard to come by, and it feels like those are the running backs now who are getting paid the most.
Yeah, obviously a great start for Dylan last weekend. Not surprised by it. Has the ability to do everything at the running back position. Elite as a running back. The ability to play without the ball in his hands and pass protection. And then you mentioned his ability to catch the football out of the backfield. And certainly we want to continue to do that here and take advantage of all the skill sets. That's one of the things that we've grown in since we first got here, is taking advantage of those guys out of the backfield and creating matchups where they got a chance to go win.
2,500 yards rushing. Nobody's ever done it. How come nobody talks about it? Everybody can kiss my ass. Quote Coach Heupel.
I'll take that.
I will take that quote, actually. You love the hoopla, from what I've been told. The media,
Listen, embrace it. In today's landscape, you're not going to shield your players from the noise outside of it. I think that's one of the things that I love about this group. The expectations with everything that's gone on, it doesn't change inside of the building. They work in a way where they expect to win. We know the test that we got tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun going out and competing with these guys. But embrace it. Keep the main thing the main thing. That's been a focal point this week. But enjoy the journey to kick off and play loose, play free, and play aggressive.
Be where your feet are.
Absolutely.
Keep the main thing the main thing. Take care of the little things. The big things take care of themselves.
Sure.
Is there any other ones that I missed right there?
Hard hat.
Play aggressive, call it aggressive. Let's go.
Okay, no risk it, no biscuit. Ty has the last question for you back in the Thunderdome.
Yeah, Coach, a lot of these kids you're coaching now or recruiting, I don't know if they're familiar with your game. Do you ever have to, cut on some tape and be like, hey, just so you sons of bitches know, I finished ahead of Drew Brees, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Michael Vick in the Heisman voting, and Chris Winkie probably shouldn't have won that year. I should have. And also, are you ever just, at practice saying, you know what, I think I'm going to play scout team quarterback today, and I'm going to throw for 2,000 yards and 50 touchdowns. Is any of that stuff happening on a day-to-day basis?
At this point in my life, I only throw fat and slow to the offensive linemen on Friday afternoons. I was spinning it today. Well, I'm going to send the tape out to a few teams here afterwards. But I haven't showed any of my clips here recently. And whenever I do show a clip from that era, the quality of the tape is what they get a good chuckle out of. I did use one of our experiences as a football team in 2000 during the course of training camp as we were getting ready for week one, just as an opportunity to educate our guys on the preparation that's needed to go play your best by the time you get to kickoff.
That was a national championship team, I assume. I should have done more research there.
Yeah.
That you just shared there. And you just shared like the journey, the story through it all.
Yeah, the subtle detail. Mike linebacker, Torrance Marshall, great player. Messed it up on Wednesday, messed it up on Thursday. Got the coverage check and the drop right on Saturday afternoon. Made a huge play that changes the way the game's played.
I love that. How much do you think being a former player helps with you coaching?
Well, I think it gives me perspective. I think it changes some of the subtleties of the lead up to kickoff, being able to enjoy the journey, having families be a part of it. The game hasn't changed, right? Like, you got to prepare in an elite way, and you got to be mentally focused, physically ready to go play your best. But I think my playing experience, how you balance all of that, is certainly a big part of our process of how we attack the week.
What's the best meat in town? If I wanted to shove meat down my throat, what would I?
Yeah.
Man, there's elite steak places all over town. JC Holdway's one of the best restaurants in town. They got whatever you want, man.
JC's meat.
Yeah.
Thank you for making us. I know you're very busy. Thank you for coming through.
Man, great to be here. Great to have you back. It's good to have you on Rocky Top.
I don't know if I'm sucking down in your river water tomorrow, but
Yeah, I wouldn't suck down the river water, but have a couple of cold ones tonight. All
he
right?
certainly will for you. All right, ladies
All
and gentlemen, head coach of the Tennessee Volunteer Football Team, Coach Josh Heupel.
Yeah, Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch them walk right past you. Run fast while you have the chance. Don't speak, let them look right at you.